I lied. Sorta-ish. With a franchise as large as Mario, there are many infamous moments. Be it bosses, glitches, gameplay, bootlegs, eel, hidden and cut content, the entirety of Hotel Mario, at least 15 to 20% of Sunshine. Point is, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, but none of those things even frustrate me to the extent of a single one-off minigame in Bowser's Inside Story. Now, before I say anything that might make you think differently, I love this game dearly. BIS is my favorite Mario RPG and my favorite Mario game, period. Back to back full of banger songs, top tier bosses, enough Bowser moments to fit a best of compilation, funny jokes, some of the best sprite work in Mario, kaiju battles, Okay, yeah, the game is a little weird, but most aspects of the game are absolutely fine-tuned and perfected by Mario and Luigi standards. I love this game, been the case ever since I was a wee bab and capable of coloring in between the lines, yet always whipping my brother's ass in Super Sluggers. But if there's one part of Bowser's Inside Story that has me absolutely messed up, is the stupid goddamn carrot. It's something I don't see discussed much outside of YouTube comments, but whenever I see it brought up, I and many other people always talk about how much of a brick in the dick wall this part of the game was. This is the Giga Carrot. You encounter it rather early into the adventure during Bowser's time in the woods. At this point, you've only fought 2 or so bosses and gotten a few of Bowser's ability back, like his Fire Breath and minion special moves. So like 2 to 3 hours, and around this point Bowser meets up with some of his slightly more important minions. Planning to launch a bonsai bill into the castle as a form of retaliation against this green blob with glasses and teeth named Fawful and his minions invading Bowser's castle. Seeing as Bowser's slightly more important minions ain't shit, we decide to get the bill ourselves, and that ends up taking us to the Giga Carrot, which we pull out. Don't know why we do that, but it's not really important. It just leads us to a scolding from this Wiggler, who of course has the access to the bonsai bill we need. That carrot was pretty much the Wiggler family heirloom, so our odds of getting the bonsai bill aren't the best, but he's willing to give us the thing. But to do that, we need to eat this entire carrot in under a minute. So here's how the game goes. This minigame is one of the Mario and Luigi mess around in Bowser's body to make cool things happen type of minigame, used often throughout Inside Story. In this one, to reiterate, we have to eat this carrot in a minute. This carrot is split into a few sections Bowser has to eat and digest. To do this, on the bottom screen, Mario and Luigi must help Bowser digest the chunks as quickly as possible by tapping away, with the bonus challenge being to see how far you can tap a hole through your DS. And you have to do this multiple times within a minute. I know it sounds hard, but if you pay attention closely while Bowser is eating, you can potentially find an enzyme that helps clear up the chunks easily. However, the more you dig away looking for the enzyme, its potential strength gets slimmer and slimmer, so you gotta get the enzyme quick. Basically, pay attention, find the enzymes, and tap away. In spite of being a somewhat thought-out minigame, it's only used once throughout the game, never to be seen again, which is strange since there are other minigames in Bowser's Inside Story used consistently throughout, such as the electric ping-pong minigame, which at this point was already used twice, and even more in the latter half of the game. But the eating game? Only once, never to be seen again. And I know I would remember this because if I saw that thing again when I was younger, I would have literally shit the bed. Anyways, everyone I've spoken with, including myself, got stuck at this exact part of Bowser's Inside Story for the longest time, either giving up on the game or getting help from a friend or something along those lines. As for why this is the case, well, one slightly understandable reason is the 1 minute time limit. At a glance, it can be really strict, and as for why I say at a glance is because 2, I couldn't read the instructions as a kid. It was like first grade, I had let's say less than basic understanding of the English language, and didn't know what the hell an enzyme was. I can't even say it right, I probably pronounced it wrong at least once throughout the video. Specifically, I didn't know that when Bowser's mouth flashed, to check the recent chunks for the enzyme to clear the board, and likely many others didn't know this. Weirdly though, in spite of my lack of being able to read, this was the only part of Bowser's Inside Story I got stuck on as a kid. After getting help and being able to proceed, I got through the rest of the game in a timely manner. Now, I wouldn't say this part is poorly designed, not at all. Everything is very well explained to the player, and it was my lack of reading comprehension that really kept me from progressing. Hell, looking back on it and recording footage for this part, I was able to beat this part of the game on my first try this time around, and honestly, the minigame's kind of fun. It's fun to try and pay attention to what you're supposed to click, and if you miss it, you have to tap away fast. It's fun, but anyways, in the end, maybe I should have learned how to read before playing an RPG of any kind, even if it, is a Mario RPG. But if it's been forever and you haven't played Bowser's Vor game, go back and try it. I know the Giga Carrot can be kind of traumatizing, but there's a lot to love with this game past this point. But in conclusion, Nintendo games shouldn't really be sold to anyone with the reading ability of a fish. So why did I even make this video? No reason, I just wanted to talk about this, I guess. I say that like I wanted to because no one else is talking to, but honestly, this carrot has been haunting me for years, and I wanted to see what was up. Didn't want it to be a long video or anything, but, you know, I needed to conquer my inner demons from long ago. That was pretty much it. And I guess I did that. And it's pissed easy, too. Just tap away and pay attention. Anyways, good night, and